Hi friends, Chrissy here. All right, so yes, of course, we have the Hippie Vibe Tribe coming to hang out with us and help us with today's vibe. I am also reaching for what I call my OG deck. This is the very first deck I ever got. It was in 2016, and there's actually a pretty special story with it. Some of you might already heard this. I'll tell you while I'm shuffling. So 2016, I bought this deck. This Indigo Child deck is what it's really called. And Barnes & Noble, by the way. Very random, nothing fancy. I was having a rough go of some things. My husband, then boyfriend, was in boot camp and things were very unsettled, scary, lonely. I felt very isolated. I didn't feel like I really had anyone to help me through this very weird new military life that I had just entered. And I went to the beach with my future mother-in-law, and she said, "What's the matter? You're not yourself." And I said, "I just feel like I don't have anyone." And she comforted me, which was lovely. And later on that day, I decided to sit by myself and cleanse the deck. I finally opened it, taking it out of the box, out of the package, and I took some sage. I took every card face up. I got to see every card, and I just sat with each card and the sage stick, and I smudged, and I prayed, and I called in my angels, and I did a blessing. And when I was done, I picked up all the cards and put them all together like you see me here, right? You just saw me do it. But when I stood up, there was still one card in my lap. And when I flipped it over, it said, "You are not alone." And that is when I knew that there is magic in these decks, and that with my intention and my personal energy, I can use this as a powerful modality to deepen my connection with angels, spirit guides, God, right? My beliefs. I know that there's many religions that'll say the polar opposite of what I just said. But that is just one of the many reasons why organized religion is not for me. I like to take it all a la carte and play in all the faiths. So that's the story, and now we're diving in. Let's see what cards we have. Progress. Another owl card. I love when we have the multiple characters. So owl with progress, but then we also have with share your wisdom. This feels like the share your wisdom in reverse. It feels like, I wanted to say like a zipped lip, a button lip. I see someone going, like, button it. Don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Don't rock the boat. Don't put in your opinion. It wasn't asked. Like a holding back, a hesitation of sharing your wisdom, sharing your opinions, sharing even your thoughts and feelings on a topic. It feels like you've been very hesitant, very careful, very cautious. Even withdrawn is coming up, maybe not speaking at all. So either barely saying what you want to say or skirting around what you want to say, but there are times where you didn't say anything at all, kind of biting your tongue. This progress card, it feels like you're starting to move past that. You're starting to get more and more comfortable showcasing the authenticity that you are, the realness that you are, the you behind the social mask, behind the persona, right? Starting to speak more of your own personal truth without hesitation. It's coming more freely, I think, the progress. It's coming more freely. Love, Gemma and Blaze. Oh, all right, so I have another owl card here. Past. Look at this card. He is burning every calendar, clock, time, right? He is setting ablaze his past. So we have past in reverse and love. Okay, so the energy of the past card feels like normally you want to set ablaze, burn everything, discard everything, things, bad memories and old relationships and, toxic things that you're reflecting upon. You want to get rid of it. You want to bury it. You want it gone. You want to have a bonfire yourself. You want to join him and throw in everything from your past, right? It feels like in the past, maybe you were angry about your past. I think right now things are changing, and when you look at your past now, you're not feeling like burn it all to the ground. not feeling that way anymore. It feels like you're looking at your past more gently, more in a loving light, more like, oh, I see. I see why I had that experience. I see what I learned there. I see where I repeated a pattern or where I was accountable. Okay, that's okay. And it's like very gentle, loving hands. A new gentle way of looking back at your old version of self, your old self and the old things that you went through. It feels like you're not looking back with such contempt, such harshness. You're not looking at yourself going, girl, why'd you do that? Like, you're not doing that anymore. You're going, okay, there was something there to learn from, to grow from. There was a wound. There was something to be healed from. You're looking at your past, not in contempt anymore, but with love, with loving eyes. All right, let's look at this OG deck. Learn something new. Release, relax. I think that's what you're learning. Hands down. Hi, Finn. This is what you're learning. You're learning to release and relax. You're learning to speak from the depths of your soul instead of the persona or what you think might be socially acceptable, right? It feels like there was parts of yourself that were heavily rejected by family, by society, by mentors, people that really you thought were supposed to love you. And I think that they maybe didn't love all parts of you, and a lot was rejected. So you were taught at a young age to reject those parts of self, to take pieces of you and hide them away or change them or stuff them down or just be shameful of them. And you're not doing that anymore. You're learning to really embrace self, embrace all parts of your past, all parts of every mistake, every era, every different version of you, everything you tried on, everything that you could look at and say, okay, I tried and failed. You're not seeing it as a failure anymore. You're seeing it as like, I tried, I did something new. You were brave enough to try that on and to fall, to let yourself fall, right? Carl Jung, Jung, he is a phenomenal person to listen to, drink in his material. I really invite you to. If you are somebody that is stepping onto a path right now where you're starting to drop the mask, drop the persona, no longer putting your worth and your value in other people's reactions, right? If that is something that is truly starting to kind of dissipate and you're separating from, part of that's going to feel like an ego death. I think we talked about that yesterday. That came up in yesterday's message. But you're also going to need, we need another card, some new material to drink in. You're going to need a support system, and he's got really great material. There's a channel on YouTube called, I don't want to screw this up. I think it's called The Shadow Self, and they have a lot of Carl Jung stuff. I really find him helpful personally. Nature and Mother Earth in reverse. We got a mushy card for your last card. Mushy with Gaia energy in reverse. Yeah, this feels like getting back to your inner world, and it's going to involve nature and earth. This feels like taking a day by yourself and going to the Arboretum, getting a hot tea, and then sitting in a garden. This feels very garden, very, oh, you know what's funny? Hey, yesterday I watched the 1993 Secret Garden. The synchronicities were large. First of all, the name Mary has been following me around for about 2 months. Don't know why. Don't know a lot of Marys. My name isn't Mary. It's Chrissy. Maybe it was Mary in a past life, though, because it keeps coming up. And the little girl's name was Mary, and when it was her number to be called, if you haven't seen that, go see it, but it was her number to be called in the lotto for her family to come get her, come claim her after the earthquake in India. She was number 43. 43. It's on my hand. I got it tattooed in my 20s. It's my spirit number. It just follows me everywhere. It's one of the main numbers the universe uses to communicate with me, which is why there are 43 cards in this deck, which is why it is $43 to purchase the deck, flat fee. I try and put that number everywhere because it's my number. And this card feels like garden. It feels like, go watch The Secret Garden. Go find your own synchronicities. Go sit outside and let that dragonfly sit next to you for a while. Let that butterfly circulate around your head. Tune into it. Watch it. Follow it. Maybe you need to take an afternoon and follow that mama duck and her baby ducks and see where they go. But there's something there for you. A place of solitude and solace, a place of peace, a place of tranquility, and it feels like right in your own backyard. It doesn't feel like you have to buy some fancy plane ticket and go to some really far out, trippy, place. It feels like go out back, plant something, watch it grow in its own time, sit with it, talk to it, allow yourself to connect with that plant that is slowly growing. You are growing, that plant is growing. You're not going to rush the plant's progress, and the universe, spirit, is not going to rush your progress. And you don't have to rush your progress. So let's get these up. Thank you guys for hanging out and vibing with me. I love, love, love when you choose to hang with me. It's fun. I love what I do. And when you watch, I get to do more of it. So, all right. See you soon.